She could not recall the last time her foot had met the earth without a shadow of dread. Every stride since the crash had been deliberate, calculated, shielded by cold metal supports and watchful assistance, as life rushed forward around her, indifferent. Within a sunlit, resonant garage thick with the scent of grease and metal, an unexpected turning point was about to emerge, one that no one present, particularly not a wealthy family who had pursued every avenue fortune could open, could have anticipated. Before the tale continues, pause for just a moment. If you hold faith in compassion, in fresh beginnings, and in the understated strength of everyday individuals achieving the remarkable, kindly like this video, pass it along to someone who could use a spark of optimism today. Drop a comment sharing where you're tuning in from, and subscribe for more. Your engagement helps these narratives reach those who need them most. The young woman's name was Ilara Voss, just 17, once a force to be reckoned with on the track team, now navigating each movement with painstaking care, as though the floor might betray her at any instant. 3 years prior, a devastating car wreck had fractured her spine and severed neural pathways in ways specialists deemed irreversible. Her father, Harlan Voss, was a visionary tech mogul whose empire spanned AI innovations and cutting-edge biotech firms worldwide. When physicians outlined a prolonged path to partial mobility, he accelerated it with resources. When costs soared, he rendered them meaningless. When the verdict came that full independence was unattainable, he rejected the finality. Ilara had undergone treatments in elite facilities, cutting-edge neural implants, experimental stem cell protocols, and therapists summoned from every corner of the globe. Yet each advance met an unyielding barrier, and independence in motion remained the unreachable horizon. The garage they entered that afternoon was never meant to hold significance. It existed solely because Ilara's specialized mobility van required a custom adjustment, and the authorized service center outsourced the task to a modest local technician, renowned for meticulous craftsmanship. That technician was a widowed father called Elias Thorne. He occupied a modest apartment on the outskirts, single-handedly raising his 10-year-old daughter, following his wife's long illness. He labored extended shifts to maintain stability. Long ago, Elias had been an avid cyclist until a severe industrial mishap mangled his hip. The medical consensus echoed what Ilara heard: constrained improvement, lifelong adaptation. He never raced again, but he rediscovered his capabilities gradually, through persistence rather than gadgets, fueled by quiet determination. As Elias observed Ilara enter the bay with her supports, a quiet recognition stirred within him, not sympathy, not intrigue, but kinship. He completed the van repair efficiently, yet rather than retreating, he respectfully inquired if he might offer an alternative approach. Harlan paused. He had entrusted degrees and reputations, a grease-covered craftsman hardly aligned with visions of progress. But Ilara met Elias's gaze and gave a small affirm before her father could intervene. She had grown weary of being shielded from setbacks. She yearned to reclaim the sensation of striving. Elias offered no devices or guarantees. He fine-tuned her supports, assessed her posture, and demonstrated ways to redistribute her balance without clashing against her limitations. He spoke of tissues gradually reawakening, of harmony between intention and action, of advancement that resisted haste or purchase. The garage hushed as other workers eased their pace. Sensing a delicate shift, Harlan lingered nearby, arms folded, his usual assurance giving way to vulnerable waiting. Time stretched. Ilara's breaths evened. Tension eased from her frame. Then, subtly at first, her foot bore down, not hauled, not braced, but grounded. Her hip stabilized. Her form recalled a lost rhythm. One movement flowed into a tentative advance, then another. Silence enveloped the space. No cheers shattered it. No one stirred. Harlan's breath caught as emotion welled. For the first time since the tragedy, His daughter was not merely enduring motion, she was claiming it. Experts had targeted restoration of what was broken. Elias emphasized restoring faith in what remained. That shift altered the course. In the following months, Elara returned to the garage often, not as a medical facility, but as a place of genuine humanity. Elias incorporated gentle drills amid tire rotations and family errands. Elara stumbled, rose, struggled, persisted. Harlan observed not as a tycoon directing outcomes, but as a parent beholding quiet fortitude. He understood that wealth had distanced him from endurance. It permitted bypassing hardship, yet true mending required facing it. Elara's gains were not dramatic spectacles for viral clips. They unfolded, gradually, unevenly, with setbacks, yet authentically. She advanced short spans unaided, then extended ones. Her supports lightened, then became intermittent. Each stride bore the gravity of her trials and the fragility of what she might still forfeit. Elias claimed no acclaim. He simply remarked, "Certain recoveries ask only for patience and a steady presence that doesn't demand speed." Harlan transformed as well. He began dropping by solo, carrying simple gestures of appreciation, absorbing more than directing. He supported community initiatives discreetly, without fanfare or branding, moved by the notion that opportunity ought to preserve respect. He recognized in Elias a resilience beyond acquisition, and in his daughter a depth of bravery he had overlooked. As this account draws close, if it has stirred something within you, if it has recalled that profound shifts frequently arise from unlikely sources, please like this video, share it with anyone who might find solace in it, and interact with us. Your involvement affirms that these tales hold meaning. Some time later, Elara crossed the auditorium platform at her graduation ceremony without aid. In the audience, Elias watched alongside his daughter perched high, applauding with fervor. Harlan observed, eyes glistening with a lightness he had not known. The path had not reclaimed every fragment lost, but it bestowed something deeper and lasting, trust in her own resilience and conviction in human goodness. Before we conclude, one gentle ask: comment below with a single word capturing what this story evoked in you. Hope, resilience, inspiration, whatever resonates. Because the most powerful transformations rarely emerge from lavish facilities or renowned specialists. Sometimes they arise from a dedicated father in an unassuming garage, deciding to extend care when hope had seemingly expired.